Hello guys, this is Harapi Hikari, and this is my first video regarding typology. So today, I would like to talk about what I think that fits my personality the best, which is ESTP. Why I think myself is an ESTP? Well, firstly, when you want to type someone, or even yourself, you cannot use the letter extroverted versus introverted, and some people will say they are ambivert, and ambivert does not exist. The letters, the four letters you got, E, S, T, P, or I, N, F, J, they they just a label towards the arrangement of your cognitive functions. So I think I will cover that topic later, but we'll talk about ESTP in general. How do I supposed to differentiate myself from S and N? Well, you can differentiate yourself from sensing or intuition by comparing if yourself are more focused on things that are concrete or focusing more on experience, what you can see. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't have the desire for ambition or for dreams or for symbols, but it's my secondary. Now the problem is to differentiate which one is primary that you most prefer or comfortable with, and which one that you think that you like but you don't really do it frequently, or you don't really get comfortable with it maybe. So that is how you're supposed to differentiate between your personality and what is not your personality, what is primary and what is secondary. So everyone can be extrovert, everyone can talk, everyone can initiate conversation, even introvert can initiate conversation, but it is how they prefer that, or how they feel comfortable to do, or they don't. Okay, so when it comes to sensing versus intuition, I found out myself really focus on the experience of other people. I don't really comfortable to hear about symbolism, so about what if that this world undergo, for example, alien invasion. I'm like, I don't really like what? I don't even believe in alien, you know. I like, we can explain that scientifically, maybe through, uh, aliens might be another being of, we got genes in this world. Genes, I mean, they are exist, okay? It's according to your belief system, but according to mine, they are genes. There might be genes that living in the outer space. So there aren't really another living things that I don't know, that responsible for the creation of this world. Nah, I don't believe that. But it's up to you. I mean, I said this is how I differentiate myself. So I really like to focus on things that had happened before to other people, not to other, not to myself. I don't really like to hear about things that are nonsense. Like you say, hey, you know what if I live in such a paradise, or in a paradise life? Everything around me, I mean, like anime or anime. I mean, I watch anime, but just, what if you can bring anime into life and live like so ideal on another? I don't really prefer that as well. And you know what? There are something like your gut feeling or your prediction. You like to predict things. If you like to predict things, then that is not usually a concrete thing to do. So sensing, in another name, we call it the concrete, while intuition, in the other name, we call it abstract, symbolism and all that. So I realized that, hey, I don't feel comfortable with intuition actually. I know I have dream, I know what I want to do in the future, but that doesn't indicate me as an abstract. And as an sensing user, I find out, hey, I spend a lot of time doing even arts, even focusing more on things I can see, I can touch, I can manipulate right now in this world. So I want to bring my dreams come true, so I can see it. I want to see it. I don't want to live in a very conceptual, like, imagine and daydreaming until, I don't know, my die something. No, I don't like to imagine so much. I want to make it real. So that is ESTP. Concrete, right. So how do I differentiate myself from thinking versus feeling? And this one you cannot differentiate using the the first, what we call that, temperaments. Actually, that's one of a tree of options to determine your temperaments. So I will cover that later. But ESTP is one of the artisan type. Artisan is one of four of the existed temperaments. We can call it the group of people in this world. We got four group of people, and each one group have four personality. So we go to the next, perceiving versus judging, and this one you cannot use the letter dichotomies to know yourself. Even it's very different. Not every judging type are still very systematic and very in order, very like follow the law, follow the discipline of this methodology. They don't. Only the NTJ and SFJ and STJ. SFJ also systematic actually. These systematic traits are actually based on the, like I said, 1/4 of the temperament systematic. So how do I differentiate myself more is by using the cognitive functions. So cognitive functions is, we could say, how we make decision or how we see the world. So we got sensing, we got intuition. And these two letters can actually have introverted and extraverted. Okay. So like Mr. C.S. Joseph said, that extraverted sensing user, they focus on what other people are doing, the experience of other people, and I am somewhat like that. I like to see the experience when like, my dad, my grandmother, my friends told their stories. I like to hear it so that I know what I want to do in the future, so I can avoid, if the same thing will happen, I can make another decision. Okay, so I like them to experience the food first, for example, and then like I will ask them, does it taste good? And they say, yeah, it's good. And I, all right, okay, I might gonna taste that, or maybe not. So I like to use them as someone that can tell me if it a good decision or not a good decision to do. Okay, or is it worth for me to experience that, or it's not worth? And also, extroverted sensing is connects to introverted intuition, and introverted intuition is how you make decision. Introverted intuition is your personal decision. So I know decision is actually an abstract thing. So I know that I really know what I want to do, and I usually doesn't have much of spare plans. I just follow what I want to do, just literally one path in my life. So I always know what to make, what kind of decision to make. But I always want to see what other people are doing first. So like, okay, is it safe to make this? I mean, have you experienced it before? Like, okay, if you have experienced it, and is it okay, and you're okay with it, and nothing happened, none of bad happened to you, and then I want to make that decision. So yeah, I mean, for example, if I want to make a book, choose a book, for example, I will see, hey, there are so many books around here. Okay, once you got so many books, I mean, hard to make decision, right? We saw a lot of things. So I will tell my friend who is an extroverted intuition, they don't know really what they really want, but they really concerned about what other people want. It is contrary to introverted intuition. They care what they want, but they don't really know what other people want actually. So I told them, hey, I want a book that related to psychology, to philosophy, and related to a lot of things that I like, and they will search it for me. I got two best friends right now. I am in the university, so as a foundation student, I got these two very loyal and, I could say, very interesting friends. I could say best friend. Yeah, they are my best friend right now. Seriously, subhanallah. All praise to Almighty. And that's what I no, as I am not an intuition type even, because I really focus on making other people comfortable as well. I mean, I like to make sure that my friends, they are, I mean, okay, they feel comfortable. I mean, well, if the room is not well air conditioned, I will like try to get one or try to on it, or even go to another places. And if I saw my friend is not very well, doesn't eat or something, I will, of course, bought him some food. And yes, I don't like to see them suffering. I really care about the experience. If they're hungry, although I'm full, I will feel hungry too. I can somehow like really understand them, absorbing their experience. And if they have bad experience, I will feel bad as well. And that's why I need to make them feel happy. And I like to share my food with them actually. If I mean, like, separately, not, by sharing the same bite. Nah, I won't. And how do I know as I am a ESTP more is that I got introverted thinking, which is responsible for how critical my thoughts against other people. I don't like to argue with people, but I like to share my thoughts. I mean, if I spot something is not true, I will obviously will announce it to people. Say, hey guys, this is not true. This is false. Why you guys are doing this? Are you dumb? Can't you think about it? Before I learned psychology, I thought that everyone have the sense of logical thinking, but actually, not everyone have that. Not every personality had introverted thinking. I thought that they can think what is true, what is not, but no. Some people depends on rational or extroverted thinking, meaning the majority. Yeah, the majority as their logical understanding decision. I don't know how to say it, but they decide based on the votes. So I am not someone like that. I really don't care what other people thinking about me. I mean, if people said, Hanafi, you are dumb, and I like, really? I was saying, yeah, everyone is dumb in this world. I mean, everyone is dumb at something, right? So yeah, why not? I don't even care. I don't feel offended. But the problem is that I got extraverted feeling. And what is extraverted feeling? It's how I feel empathy toward people. I absorb their feeling. Like seriously, I understand them. It's like if someone criticize or humiliate my friend, I will go and stand and like I don't know, I will talk to them. I will say, hey, why you saying such a word? How rude you are. And I will kind of like rage, I will defend my friend. I will not able to see them being humiliated. I can't. And I really care about people. I really caring about people. I want them to feel good about themselves. I always say, hey, you know what? You did such a nice job. That is more of extroverted sensing to do a nice job. You know what? You did your performance well. Everyone likes you. Everyone loves you. I want them to feel special. I like to make people feel valuable. You know what? You're the most unique person I ever met. I will talk that to many introverted feeling. What they are actually. The truth is that they are unique to me. Obviously I don't lie. I mean I'm not someone who like to say try to improve their to make them feel better, but lying at the background. No, I don't like to say that. I mean if you're not good, then I will not say anything or say what you might can improve somehow better. I mean I don't like to hurt people's feeling. When I argue with people, oftenly ENFP or INFP will say, hey, you make me feel dumb, and I don't understand that actually. But then when I contemplate, I say, oh my, oh God, I just hurt a feeling. I just humiliate them in front of my family member. Like, oh, I mean, I feel so guilty. Or guilt are extroverted feeling. Sometimes I cannot even forgive myself that I hope that myself is not existed, or out of existence. Like seriously, I feel so terrible. Yeah, I mean, I will cry for that when I heard someone's feeling. I will always remember it. So that's my extroverted feeling. But how do I know that I'm not a feeling type? Why I'm thinking type? Well, if I am in a feeling type, I will maybe prefer to take care of the feeling first. And actually, there are a lot of things to actually know if you're ESTP or not. And also, um, I got this introverted intuition, so I know what decision I'm going to make. So I always know what to do. Unlike those extroverted intuition user or introverted sensing user, I had deal with a lot of them, and they usually will ask you, "Hey, what do you want?" And if I told them, "Hey, what do you want to do?" They'll say, it's up to you." And the lower your introverted intuition, the more terrible or heavy for you to make decision, but your own decision. So I have met with this ISFJ and ISTJ friends, and I don't have a memory with that personality, but they don't know what to do. I mean, literally, when they were not assigned it to any task, they will sit and watch other people. What are they doing? Like, and they're like, I watch my phone, and then like hit their face on the table, like seriously, like doing nothing, like so terrible. I know, but yeah, I'm kind of sick of seeing that. But since that I know that my personality know what I want to do, I should maybe assign them to to some homework that they need to do maybe. Yeah, I mean I should like motivate them, or kind of like forcing, I don't know, mentoring them to do your work. Yeah, I mean they need someone to ask them. And ESTP, yes, one thing about ESTP that I think that the most common is that they don't like to be commanded. They don't like to be directed to do this, to do that. You know what? You should do this. You know what? You should discipline yourself in such way. Go to sleep now. Do this now. You know what? I need the answer now. Tell me. And they're like, you know what? Why? I don't want to do that. Who cares what we want? I mean, like, ESTP, yeah, literally, since that they have the lowest awareness of extroverted intuition, they really don't understand what people want. Not even bother asking. But since I know that that is my weakness, I will now always trying to understand what they want. So I will ask them, "Hey, what do you want?" But what do you want? It doesn't mean that all of statement regarding to all what do you want is referring to extroverted intuition. No. What do you want to do? What kind of decision you want to make? That are extroverted intuition. While what do you want to experience? What do you want to eat? Do you feel comfortable right now? I mean, what kind of food do you want to taste? That are in extroverted sensing, and that is the question my personality always asks. Hey, what do you want to eat? Hey, do you want to drink that food? That drink. Sorry. So, I seriously, like, if I saw my friends are not comfortable, or even in the recent camp we got, I am so irritated to saw one of my INFP best friend like lying on the floor, on the wooden floor. I said, "Hey, what are you lying on the floor? I mean, like, take a better pillow." And I arranged the pillow with him together. And like, okay, I mean, he said that he is comfortable with the floor, but he was lying his head on a very unstable pillow, and I was like, "Hey, get a better one." And I will help him doing that. I mean, I cannot see him such way. And I also, when he was hungry, I said, "Hey, do you want to eat this? I got some spare foods." Yeah, I share that with him. Actually, I don't share like saliva through saliva. No, okay, I will give like a new thing because I don't like to share it. Saliva, so disgusting. And yes, and the one thing I know about my personality is that they are direct. I mean, in this world, we got someone who are direct versus informative. And a direct user, they choose their role in conversation. So I really know, hey, I am talking about this, and you are going to listen that. For example, hey, right now I want to talk about psychology. So I hope the audience will leave some feedbacks or comments like that, you know. So that is, so I want the if possible for the viewers to leave some feedbacks. I mean that are quite direct. But informative is like, you know what, today the topic will be etc. psychology, and we got the comment box below, so feel free to write something and share. I mean that's are quite informative, I guess. Like, because you don't state the rule who should share, who should put the writing in the comment box, right? That is quite informative. I'm not someone like that. I like to talk direct, and I'm also someone who's controlling. How do I know that I'm controlling? Well, I always focus on how to make the work reach its destination through a very specific lane, or like a very stable lane, so that we do not end up, going anywhere, like, like trying this, trying that, and like, trial and error all the time. No, I don't like that. I mean, that is chaotic. I like to, for example, if I have a plan for, I got to go photo state tomorrow, so I'll make sure, okay, I'll make one list, and I'll find, okay, there are two possible uh, printing shops. So I will ask my dad to bring me there, go to print, okay, and then like what kind of how much paper, 24 or something, and then like go home. That is like, I think, quite controlling. They're like, hey, how about we just go to the outside and try to go and search for anywhere, any printing shop like nearby, and then I go home. No, I think so. Maybe like that. That might be controlling, I guess. They focus on outcomes actually. So the end result is I got the paper printed well. So, and then we got the direct initiating, and I am initiating conversation. Yes. According to Linda Behrens, that ESTP are, of course, they are initiating. So when they are initiating, it doesn't mean that they are someone that cannot listen to other people or just want to talk all the time. No, they prefer to start to control the topic of the conversation. For example, I will begin a conversation. Hey, Ali, how are you today? That is somehow initiating, right? But everyone can say that. So then I'll say, you know what? I did not finish my homework still, but the deal is tomorrow, right? Right. And then they ask for a response. Yup, or something. Nope. It is today. Like, oh, today? Like, had you done yours? Initiate another point. Nope. Responding. So the other one is responding. So, and then like, the other one might gonna say, how about you? And I will respond like, of course not. Well, I think we can ask a teacher to give us some, postpone, or postpone the due or something. Initiate a conversation, a point. Still, initiating, like initiators. So, and then like, I also differentiate myself from systematic versus motive. ESTP. Okay, this is where it comes the reason why some people are more organized than other people, and some people are so like bright and so like vivid and so like happy go lucky, because they are differentiated by this trait. Systematic versus motive. I focus on the purpose, why I want to go, why I want to study hard, why I want to get like fall flat in my foundation. Like other people are focusing more on systematic, like how do I supposed to act as a foundation student, what kind of attitude should I have, what kind of homework, what kind of topic will I learn, how do I become a very meet the expectation of a foundation student, how smart should I look like, how smart should I have in my mind, how I supposed to interact with people, what kind of topic, so what kind of preparation. They focus on getting the thing into its methodology, into its formal or general expectation. While my personally focusing on I have to be the most unique student in the world. Like, you know what? While having this foundation program in my schedule or in my life, I can still make a video and become a YouTuber, supposedly. But my dream is not to become a YouTuber. I just want to share my thoughts regarding my personality. So, and also got, yeah, concrete versus like abstract. We'll talk about that. And also we got what we call as affiliative versus pragmatic. And yes, I realized that this is what differentiate why you like to solitude yourself, or why you like to be in a group or community that share the same idea or maybe the same interest. Usually my personality, they like to act alone. They're autocratic. I mean, they don't like to make decisions collectively, or we call it the democracy, like that, a round table decision making, like that. That are affiliative. The ones that the personality that are compatible with me are all affiliative. They need to have to feel belong to a certain group. My personality, like, well, I don't really mind if I don't have groups. I like to act alone, but it doesn't mean that if you don't belong to any groups, you are pragmatic. It doesn't mean that, because like sometimes it could be due to discrimination, maybe racial or maybe gender discrimination, right? I mean, a lot of things. I mean, nowadays you got a lot of discrimination, or even depression or something. You can do a lot, but usually I found out that this discrimination of personality exists. It will happen when your personality is rare. So the more rare your personality, the more likely you'll be discriminated. So in Malaysia, in my country, that most people are not only guardian type, sorry, the most people are the idealists, the NF, the ENFP, INFP, ENFJ, INFJ. I have a lot of INFP friends. Seriously, so many, and ENFJ also. But it's quite rare to see INFJ. My mom is the only INFJ I ever met. No, actually, and also my cousin, my male cousin, who is also an INFJ. So it's quite rare. But I had, yeah, had saw a lot of ENFP too. Yeah, I mean, this country is the ideal country. I think that's how East Asian countries are idealists. So my friend who is an ISTJ, his quadra or his personality is quite rare. Although that it might be common in America, according to Mr. C.S. Joseph, that America is a guardian type country, while Malaysia is, I mean, we've got a lot of guardian types too, but they are NFJ, SFJ. So like, seriously, that is not that is not STJ, right? They are different. So a lot of my STJ friends are being discriminated, although they are affiliative. They like to belong to a certain group, make a decision together, but they are discriminated somehow because their personality are rare. So STJ are very rare here. Yeah, I could say, I mean, like, not very rare, but quite rare. I mean, I just saw one or two. He was the first ISTJ I ever met in my life. First one. I saw one ISTJ girl in my middle school before, but he was like, yes, one girl and one boy in my life. Seriously, not so many. So I think that's all about my personality. So I have discussed all of those things on the whiteboard. Yeah, and you can see it. Yes, I think I how mix them up together, but hopefully you understand that. So that's all. This is my first video. Wassalam, and have a nice day. Bye.